So to address you right now, again, another individual who hails from the Castries North constituency, but in fact is a member of the United Workers' Party youth arm. I call on, some of you already know him, he has made a name for himself in a short space of time. I would like to invite to the podium Mr. Josh Harrow to address you.
Good evening, everyone. Just like my hair, I have evolved into this new year. We're gonna have some fun. Now, I want to begin this by saying, my fellow Saint Lucians, let us pause for a moment and ask ourselves, what is the value of a young mind? Is it merely a body to be thrown into the workforce without preparation? A vote to be exploited every election season, then discarded? Or is it the very mere heartbeat of our nation, the foundation upon which our leaders stand? If we do not invest in our youth, we are building a future on quicksand. Saint Lucia, our youth are crying out. Their voices echo through our streets, in our schools, and on social media platforms, and in every single community upon this island. I know you have seen it, I know you have heard it, I know you have felt it. But before I go any further, let us remember the power of young leadership. Alexander the Great conquered the known world before the age of 30. Joan of Arc, Nelson Mandela, Marcus Garvey, and many more. If you want to go even further, let's look biblically. David was a shepherd boy when he defeated Goliath. Joseph rose from slavery to lead Egypt. Esther saved her people, and Christ himself began his ministry when he was a youth. Timothy was instructed by Paul, quote, "Let not one despise your youth, but be an example," end of quote. 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 12. And we've seen it in our youth parliament this past week. Where is that recognition of young leadership in Saint Lucia? Where is the investment in our future? The Saint Lucia Labour Party has occupied office with grand promises, but where are the results? Where are the opportunities for young people? Where is the economic plan that allows them to dream beyond survival? Education remains outdated. Youth unemployment soars. And because of this now they are resorting to crime. And when they resort to crime, they end up in jail. Jail has no rehabilitation program for their development, and young people are put in chambers with beasts. And when those same beasts come out, they ravage the streets, and we wonder why we have high crime. Even the youth say that's right. That's amazing. Healthcare is failing, and the cost of living is unbearable. Now, this one hits deep as a former youth worker. The National Lotteries Authority is one of the biggest agents for the Ministry of Youth and Sports when it comes to giving grants and funding for any major projects. And yet an $80 million loan was taken out for the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. And yet how is that stadium being utilized? Is it utilized to its full extent where now money can be made to help cover those costs for that loan? No. National Lotteries is paying $800,000 a month that could have been put towards youth program, that could be put towards activities for the young people, that could be put towards development. Let me go even further. The Minister for Local Government and Housing indicated that the Strides of Unity activity was a product of the SLP. Let me explain to you something. I was part of this initiative back in 2018, and I want to call out Lisa, and I want to call out Kenson, because y'all were there. Y'all were part when the young people with just a bare couple thousands of dollars made it around the island in one day. Y'all took millions of dollars to go around the island in 1 month, and then you wonder why the young people have no activities in development, because you're putting money into all the wrong things. You took youth out of the Strides, and now there is no unity. Yes. And you wonder why we as the youth don't want anything to do with politics. Because you have shown what was youth-oriented and youth-created. Now you've taken it for your credibility and used it as tokenism. Yes. For shame. Now let me tell you a little truth. There's an old saying, give a man a fish and he will eat for a day. Teach a man a fish, 2 fish, and he will eat for a lifetime. Yeah. In essence, give you $5,000 and they get an instant check. Teach them how to earn $5,000 every single month and they will sustain their lifetime. This administration hands out fish for votes. Let me say this again. This administration hands out fish for votes, knowing full well when the fish runs out, the people will be left hungry and needing them consistently, hand to mouth. We are not trying to create a nation of hand to mouth. We're trying to create a nation from hands to many generations to come. And those who criticize us, I like to say even greenhouse gases are needed for a planet to survive. Meaning that you can talk all the hot air you want. But, you know, we need haters. You need haters in your life just for you to understand how you're progressing. So to those who criticize us, who call us dreamers, we are making noise. They say we're making noise for no reason. I say this, a world without opposition is a world without progress. The sun has the moon to challenge it, the sea has the land to push against it, and even the tallest trees have the wind to make it strong. So we welcome the critics because they make us sharper, stronger, and more determined. They empower our unity as we make progress through the communities. Now, SFP has shown me something very interesting, and I always say this. There are two types of leaders: those who rule by fear and those who rule by faith. Let me tell you about those who lead by fear. Leadership by fear silences voices, punishes dissent, and keeps people in line through intimidation. We have seen how this government victimizes those who dare to speak. And for those of you who have not seen the sushi girl incident, y'all remember that?
Yes.
They're ruling by fear. But we are going to rule by fear, by faith, by understanding, and move in unity. So let me say this, you cannot speak while you're moonwalking. Meaning, in essence, when you speak, you must stand upon action and stand upon development. You cannot speak words forward and then be moving backwards and wonder why things seem distant, why young people are not moving forward. You are moonwalking to the same words that you're trying to speak. There's no development. So young people, I say to you, do not let anyone tell you your voice does not matter. We must demand better. We must create a future where every child, every teenager, every young adult can look ahead with hope and not despair. Because when we uplift our youth, we uplift our nation. And I leave you with this final thought. There are stars in the sky. However, despite how many stars in the sky, you still need a torch to light your way. I thank you.
What can I say? You know, when Josh was talking about all the litany of young people who achieved great feat, for example, David who killed the Goliath, I don't know why I was thinking about Richard. So you know what you said that didn't bother me at all? But I can tell you someone who is worried about what you said there. Yes, David killed Goliath and many others you listed. Ladies and gentlemen, I say to you, your country is in safe hands only when the United Workers' Party is in control of this country. I say further to you that the future of your country is in safe hands when the United Workers' Party can attract the caliber of youth that I see around the United Workers' Party today.